Oh my gosh. Okay, so it's official. Aaron Rodgers has torn his Achilles. He's out. He's gone. I don't know if you guys saw the game last night, but man, that is rough. That is a rough turn of events for the Jets, who were anticipated to do extremely well this season. I have a lot of shares of Garrett Wilson, and I'm needing to probably pivot. I do not trust Zach Wilson 1 inch, 1 second with his performance last year, and then last night on top of it. Seems like Breece Hall and Dalvin Cook are going to have their work cut out for them, as well as the Jets defense. Oh my gosh. That is hard news. That is really, really rough. Man, okay, so let's talk about week 2. Going into week 2, what are we going to do? We have some nice waiver wire pickups in both the wide receiver room and the running back room, and also a couple tight end options too. If you're like me and you have some Chigakonkwo and maybe want to shift some gears. But what's up, guys? Welcome back to FFT. I'm Trevor. Let's check it out. It's just crazy hard news about Aaron Rodgers. Oh my gosh, I have so many shares of Garrett Wilson. I just feels shot right now. My team feels shot. I have Garrett Wilson on almost every one of my teams, and Zach Wilson is not going to be the guy. He's not going to make it happen. I mean, even with Garrett Wilson having that incredible catch in the end zone, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. That's not going to happen every week. They're not even going to get the ball moving every week. So, Jets offense looking pretty bad. Looking pretty bad. Silver lining, Breece Hall and Dalvin Cook. They'll be used a lot. Check downs and running game to try to save Zach Wilson's behind. But let's talk about some waiver wires. Okay, so we'll go down through the list: quarterback, running back, wide receiver, tight end. I'm going to tell you guys about the people that I'm looking to target if I need help in any of these positions. So let's start with quarterback. Jordan Love shows he can do it. Shows he knows how to make wise decisions with the ball, protect the ball, make great passes downfield. Jordan Love is absolutely a pickup if you need him, especially in dynasty or keeper leagues. Let's go Jordan Love. Zach Wilson is big right now on people's waiver wire. I am not picking this guy up to save my life. I'd rather play Gardner Minshew, the backup to Anthony Richardson, than Zach Wilson. Brock Purdy, I'm picking up. He's looking good. He's on a great offense. Brandon Ayuk is the real deal, and they've got Christian McCaffrey, George Kittle, Deebo Samuel. Absolutely picking this guy up. Mac Jones, I don't know if I'm picking him up right now. Keeping an eye on him, but absolutely somebody that if you are in desperate need, worth considering. Guys like Jared Goff, Tua, if they're on waivers, I doubt they are, pick them up. Running backs. Okay, so there are kind of 4 running backs I'm targeting right now, and I'll talk about them in this order. I guess 5. 5 running backs. So the guys I'm seeing consistently on waivers right now: Joshua Kelly. That is the number 1 running back that I'm targeting right now on a great offense, sharing the backfield with Austin Eckler, and Austin Eckler looks like he may be hurt even. So even if he's not hurt, Joshua Kelly had he had 16 rushing attempts and 1 target through the air. I'm targeting this guy absolutely if I need help in my running back room. Even if I don't, if I've got guys like Rachaad White, I'm trading him out for Joshua Kelly. Next up is Kyren Williams. Kyren Williams on the Los Angeles Rams had 2 touchdowns and 15 rushing attempts, and also 2 targets through the air. So Cam Akers had like 22 rushing attempts, but Kyren Williams looked like he was able to do more. I know that they... it's game 1, so give these guys the benefit of the doubt. They may be able to pick it up, but the Rams look like they're not much better than they were last year. But Kyren Williams, picking him up just for the workload. 15 rushing attempts. Yeah, absolutely. Third, and you might think, and tell me, by the way, if you disagree in the comments, but I think Justice Hill is my 3rd favorite pickup out of this line. Only because Justice Hill is on the Rams, And he had 8 rushing attempts. Let's see, though. So, yeah, so he had 2 touchdowns. I'm picking him up over Gus Edwards. Absolutely, I am. I think he's more talented, and I think that he'll become the RB1 for the Baltimore Ravens. So he's my 3rd pickup, but he's behind Joshua Kelly and Kyron Williams. And then my last one, I guess 2 more. Kenneth Gainwell, if you have like a deep room, I mean, he had, 14 rushing attempts. I mean, over DeAndre Swift and Rashad Penny. Yeah, I'm absolutely targeting him. And then Roschon Johnson. Roschon Johnson had 7 targets, 5 rushing attempts. Khalil Herbert only had 9 rushing attempts and 5 targets through the air. I'm a little worried about Khalil Herbert, to be honest. I feel like Roschon Johnson might be the guy that they rely on. And I'll give an honorable mention to Zach Moss because Deion Jackson played so poorly. I'm looking at Zach Moss too, especially if Jonathan Taylor's out a significant amount of time. Zach Moss might be the dude over there. So anyway, that's my running backs. Wide receivers. Puka Nacua is the Cooper Kupp light of the Los Angeles Rams right now. Even if Cooper Kupp comes back, I think Puka is showing that he is reliable, and I think that he just earned himself a spot on this offense for nice target share. He had 15 targets and 10 receptions, 11.9 yards per catch, 119 yards total. I think this guy scores next week, and I think that he's worth having for sure. And then Kendrick Bourne is the other guy really considering for the wide receiver room if you need some help. He had 2 touchdowns, which definitely helped out his week, but he had 11 targets. On the Patriots, where Mac Jones is looking better, I'm targeting this guy. Let's talk about tight ends really quick. So tight ends, if I can, I'm targeting Jake Ferguson as my number 1 tight end if I need help at the tight end position. There are so many out there right now. They're like a dime a dozen. I mean, unless you have Travis Kelce, Mark Andrews, like one of those guys, it's like everybody else falls into the second bucket. They really do. I mean, no tight end did well week 1, and maybe we'll start to see some gems and some people break out in week 2, but like Hayden Hurst, Hunter Henry, Adam Troutman, maybe somebody worth considering with Greg Dulcich out, Sam Laporta if he's available, but Jake Ferguson, and then Luke Musgrave is my other guy that I'm looking at right now with the Packers looking pretty good. So that's my list. I'm curious what you guys think. Going into waivers, I really suggest not overreacting. That's one thing that I like to do a lot in my leagues is overreact and offload guys if I feel like they're not performing week 1. But I'm absolutely looking to trade away Garrett Wilson right now. Knowing what we know about Zach Wilson, I'm not trusting this guy. And unless I'm in like a dynasty or keeper league, I'm getting rid of him. But outside of that, like even Chigakonkwo, I'm holding on to going into week 2. I feel like the Titans are going to need him. There's other guys like that. Khalil Herbert, Kenneth Walker. I'm not getting rid of all those guys just because they had a poor performance week 1. There are a lot of low-scoring games, so let's give them some time. Get into week 2 before you make some crazy decisions. But as far as I'm concerned, in the running back room, absolutely Joshua Kelly, Kyron Williams, and Justice Hill are targets for me, regardless of what my team looks like. I think that those guys are going to be RB1s for their teams and worth considering. So let me know what you think, but otherwise, please like and subscribe if you guys want to see some more FFT content. I do a lot of fantasy football content, and I also talk about the Nebraska Cornhuskers from time to time. So please like and subscribe if you guys want to see some more of that content. But otherwise, I'll be bringing out videos here shortly, and until then, I'll catch you later. See you guys.